In a small, bustling market town in West Africa, there lived a merchant named Kofi. Kofi was known far and wide for his skill in trading goods, but he was also infamous for his greed. He always wanted more money, more land, more cattle, and would go to any length to outwit others for his gain. One day, as Kofi strolled through his farmland inspecting his crops, he came across a peculiar mango tree. His trunk was thick and twisted, and his branches were laden with the juiciest golden mangoes he had ever seen. Kofi's eyes widened with excitement. These mangoes could sell for a fortune in the market, he exclaimed. Without a second thought, he reached up, plucked one of the fruits, and took a bite. The mango was unlike anything he had ever tasted, sweet as honey, with a flavor so rich it made him forget the world around him. But just as he reached for a second mango, a voice boomed from the tree. Kofi, you dare to eat my fruit without permission? Startled, Kofi looked around. There was no one in sight. The voice came again, louder this time. Look up, foolish man. I am the spirit of this mango tree. How dare you steal from me? Kofi's knees buckled with fear. He stammered. I didn't know this tree had a spirit. Forgive me. I'll never touch your fruit again. The tree laughed, a deep, rumbling sound. You are forgiven, but only if you do as I say. For every mango you wish to sell, you must first give one away for free. If you break this rule, you will regret it. Kofi nodded eagerly, relieved that the spirit was merciful. Yes, yes, I will follow your rule. The next day, Kofi brought baskets of mangoes to the market. Remembering the spirit's warning, he set up two baskets, one labeled free mangoes and the other with a high price tag. To his surprise, people flocked to his store. The free mangoes attracted a crowd, and many stayed to buy from his other basket. By the end of the day, Kofi had made more money than ever before. For weeks, Kofi obeyed the spirit's rule. His business thrived, and the people in the town began to love him for his generosity. But one evening, as he counted his coins, greed crept back into his heart. Why should I give away mangoes for free? I'm the one doing all the work. This tree is just standing there. The next morning, Kofi decided to keep all the mangoes for himself. He removed the free mangoes basket and raised the price of his fruit. The spirit's warning lingered in the back of his mind, but he dismissed it, thinking, what can a tree do to me? As the sun set and Kofi closed his stall, he began to feel uneasy. The air grew heavy, and the wind whispered through the streets. When he reached his farm, he saw the mango tree glowing faintly under the moonlight. The voice of the spirit boomed once more. Kofi, you have broken your promise. Before Kofi could respond, the ground beneath the tree began to shake. The mangoes fell from the branches and turned to ash as they hit the soil. The tree's leaves withered, and in moments it stood bare and lifeless. The spirit spoke one final time. Your greed has cursed this land. No fruit will grow here again. Kofi fell to his knees, pleading for forgiveness, but the spirit was gone. True to his word, the once fertile land became barren. No matter how hard Kofi worked, his farm never produced another crop. In time, the people of the town stopped buying from Kofi. They remembered how he had once been generous but turned selfish. Left with no income and no friends, Kofi learned the hard way that greed only leads to ruin. Moral of the story: greed can destroy even the greatest of blessings. True success comes from generosity and honoring your commitments.